All right, round two. Let's do this. Let's finish it off. This is the story of my friend Roland. Second part. Ready? Let's get it. Share screen. Make larger. Go back to the right part. All right. So we just kind of finished a little digression about one of the last times I went to his house. About not one of, about the last time that I went to his house. Shit. Anyway, all right, let's get it. Let's finish this off. Scene 13, setting 2020, Washington, D.C. I wrote something a few weeks ago. It was the early coronavirus era. Before this turned into a two-front war, the virus of illness and the virus of racism. George Floyd had just been killed when I'm writing this. Just another Saturday morning, I sit down to write some thoughts. I am not in a coffee shop in San Diego, but instead sitting where I was sitting, in my room looking out the window. Ask, if you have a window, please go look out of it. If there's a plant, check out the color. What's up, plants? If you have people that you love, tell them you love them. Also, if you don't like sad endings, this is where you can stop reading / listening. When I finish writing, I think to myself, who should I share this with? Some scribbles on a topic very few people care about, the nature of time and consciousness. I like consciousness. But of course, yeah, my amigo Roland in San Diego. It's still chat it, once a year or so. Last time I talked to him I checked my email, it was April 28th, 2018. Now, it ended up being Roland's birthday. Kind of just, I sent him an email, hey, what's up, dude? He's like, it's my birthday, good to hear from you. So, kind of a weird quiver in the universe. So I write up short, hey man, how you doing? Hope San Diego's awesome. Must be a beautiful place to ride out the virus. I wrote some BS thoughts. Let me know what you think. Let's catch up soon. Kind of email. Kind of a quick one. Right before I hit send, I wonder what he's up to. Googling someone. Verb. A process, like the cardboard verification of identity Roland handed me on our first interaction. A way of seeing what someone is, quote, up to in the public sphere. By this, I mean what their accomplishments in the public sphere look like. It never tells the whole story, but it'll tell you something sometimes. Roland's a professor and he publishes papers, so I wonder what he's up to. Right? I was like, oh yeah, I can search him. So right before hitting send on the email I typed up, open up a new tab, type his name up, hit enter. The results pop up. I'm sitting there kind of spacing out a bit, waiting for the search results, eager to find out what's up, and then my heart stops. I see the first link. In memoriam of Roland, how do you say the last name? Olznick? The article had been published less than a month ago. Wait, what? I sit up in my chair. Is this a typo or something? I look on the link. The page loads. I click on the link. I see a picture of my friend smiling, Roland smiling and looking into the camera. I read the opening paragraph and keep going. I learn he was hospitalized. No one could be with him at the end because of coronavirus. My friend Roland spent his last months alone. He couldn't even touch someone's hands as he departed from his birth. He died on his birthday. This made me sad because I knew Roland loved being with people. It made me sad because that's happening all over the world right now. I knew he would have wanted to hold someone's hand when he died. Did he at least have a plant in the room? Hopefully. Was there someone there on the other side of the glass? Did they get to touch hands? Hopefully. By now, I'm crying like an effing baby. It just hit me, man, when I learned this about him. Corona is not cited as the official cause of death, but the article mentions he studied AIDS. I knew that he had lung cancer. I didn't know that. But the disease resurfaced and it finally sent him to the other side. Wait, what? AIDS? Roland had AIDS? Or did he just study it? The disease resurfaced. Was that the lung cancer? Corona? AIDS? I read the sentences again and again, wishing they were somehow no longer be true or explain the confusion. They didn't. Wave of sadness, but another one of confusion. AIDS, lung cancer, corona? It's confusing, almost like it seems everything is confusing right now. My friend Roland never smoked. In fact, he told me I was an idiot for smoking every time I rolled a little bit of something on the back porch. Reminder, this is partly fiction, okay? Partly fiction. He would launch into a long explanation, the impact on the cells, this and that. I'd exhale, laugh, and tell him I used it to sleep. Fiction. You will look like crap when you are my age. You know that's correct. So there he is. I think that's kind of funny because you can see him smiling. He was a goofy guy too. I said a terrible photo of me, my favorite one of Roland, because you can see a bit of his humor. December 31st, 2013. That was New Year's Eve night or day, right? It was kind of evening, and then went. Final scene, setting wherever you're sitting. I guess what I learned from my friend Roland is this: you never really know when someone will die, and you never really know someone else's story. You cannot see the scars on someone's heart and soul. So what can we do? We can enjoy our time with family and friends while we're all still breathing. We can just try to be kind. For every person we meet is fighting a great battle. We can try to be just and not stand silently while others are bullied or shot because they're different. Here's the interesting part. You don't have to be kind to others. This is your life. You can do with it what you want. Roland had his life. But let me tell you this. Roland's life was an effing awesome adventure of a life. It was a hell of a ride, a life lived with passion, and it was cut short. As a friend, I'm so fortunate for every single deep, funny, intellectually challenging, stimulating, hilarious conversation we shared. They were fascinating. They were wide-ranging. I wish I had had more of them. Roland, if I make it back to San Diego, I'm going to drive by your horn and pay my respects. Honk my effing horn, run over the fence, look over the backyards, check on your cacti. If you want to listen to him talk in public, hear a bit of the vague accent of passion for life, I'll share the link. His keynote, How to Fight Viruses. So if you want to love your fellow humans, whether they be gay, black, brown, born here, immigrant, I guess I repeat, gay or straight, there's also ways to act. If you're breathing and you're reading this or listening to this, you have life. If you have life, you can have hope and you can help others. Even though it seems effing wild out there sometimes, you can love and support others. You can stand up, even electronically. Live a beautiful life, man. How? Care about something or someone the way that Roland cared about cacti. Eventually, we all go home. This current moment is your dream, and yes, sometimes it's scary, but that's okay. Love makes any dream worth having. End scene. And then I put some links in here. That's it. That's the end of the story about Roland. And to quote Jackson Brown, I don't know what happens when people die. But I think about him and I think about other people who have died and suffered during this time, and we can hang on to hope and optimism. I really do believe that. So that's what the story's about. Just a message of love for a friend of mine. So anyway, hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. And for real, care about something the way he did. Care about someone. Go tell him you love him. All right. Life, man. Life. Ándale pues. Nos vemos.